Salute, 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 salute. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody. Let me make sure I reach out and let y'all know. V79, salute, Queen. Definitely appreciate you, man. Always a pleasure. Ladies of our talk, RP Bori, man, salute. Really appreciate y'all. Today I'm gonna speed this live up a little bit. This one is real close to me, real close to heart, so on and so forth. I got my bloodline, somebody I've been waiting for the longest time to really sit down with and pick his brain and so on and so forth. So I promised to make sure that I would, bring y'all some content creators or individuals that was inspiring to be content creators, let you know what path they took, so on and so forth. These individuals, like I did my daughter the last time, now y'all gonna see me do my son. Yeah, so go grab yourself some refreshments. Go get your this gonna be a star-studded event. You know, prior to me bringing them on the stage, y'all know before I start any show, I always like to pay homage. I give respect to those individuals who came before me, all those individuals who laid their lives on the line. If you have someone sick right now, if you have somebody who passed away, one of your loved ones, this is the time where we commemorate them. We immortalize them. We make sure that their memories and their legacy will live on forever. So let's just take a brief moment of silence, and then we'll get on with the show. Salute, salute, salute. Sexy J, salute. Gen X, salute. King, Monique, salute. All right, without further ado, let me bring this young, inspiring, young adult. I don't even want to call him a teen or this young adult to the stage, and let him introduce himself to y'all.
So what's up? You know what I'm
What's
saying?
good? What's good,
It's
fam?
definitely been a minute. It's definitely been a
Man,
minute.
listen.
I'm Cemo. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a pleasure. Uh, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it however we're gonna get it, but we gotta make sure we actually get it, you know what I'm saying? But
So,
but yeah.
so I already got questions lined up to make sure that I kind of stay on course. We're gonna give the people, kind of the most bang for their bucks. Oh shoot!
Right.
All right, um, keeping in line with the interview, so on and so forth. Uh, one of the things I know you just freshly graduated from high school, right?
Mm.
So one of my questions is, while you were going through school, what are some things that made you choose the profession that you jumped into?
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm gonna have to really like bring you like to the beginning because
okay.
honestly, like part of it kind of came at like a last minute stretch, but most of it has like always been on my mind. Like for instance, like while I was in like senior year, senior year alone was definitely big for me because I've been saving up. No, like I was saving up crazy type. Like I had me two jobs working out of McDonald's and Foot Locker, and I wanted nothing more but to have a car. And I knew I couldn't depend on nobody for nothing. Well, I'm not gonna say really can't depend on nobody, but I didn't want to depend on nobody because that's gonna take away from my win. I wanted to truly be like, I could get this and I can get it again if so need be. So so yeah, I was just working as hard as I could, and it even got to a point where I started paying people for my assignments. Make sure I was still good in school, just to make sure I could show up for work after school, or like to be able to go to both places in the same day, to be able to truly get what I wanted. And honestly, I was able to get my car. I was able to get it,
Oh,
drive it around for a little bit, everything like that. So yeah, it was definitely nice. It was real nice. Big ups to
yeah,
them.
I want to make sure I salute you for that because a lot of times we set goals and we write things down. I always told y'all growing up, make sure you put an outline. Write down your goals, whatever your short term goals are, whatever your long term. Write them down so that you can visualize them. Uh, you and a lot of the other your siblings did the same thing. They went out there and they kind of followed the blueprint. Um, when you when you was gaming, right,
Mm,
and you decided that, hey, I'm gonna take gaming, something that I like to do, and I'm gonna use this to get paid off of it. Walk us through that because there's some other younger individuals probably watching this that might want to go the gaming route. What what
okay.
what flipped for you?
So honestly, it wasn't really like, oh, I just want to get paid off gaming. It was more of I wanted to switch business ventures. Cause the business I had started in high school, that whole senior year, um, I started to lose love for it because my reasoning for actually getting into it and starting it and being able to like to promote to everybody and having 30 brand ambassadors and everything like that and really running it and doing my best to make sure it's right. It was like I was only doing it for the money. And because of that, it's just like as the creations went by, it was just like less and less I started to pay more attention to every detail. Less and less was I actually enjoying the work I was putting in. So I ended up falling off of that. But I knew in order for my dream to work how I wanted to work, I needed to have some type of business. So as I think I was just researching. I was just going through the internet, seeing what is something I could do, how I can use something that I like to do and make money off of it. And that's where creation came from for me. Cause it was like, okay, I could be me, I could post me. I just gotta learn how to portray me in the best image. I gotta learn how to be able to not only get an audience but maintain them. So it was definitely a whole thing for me. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, that's the whole thing too, cause it was a little middle ground because though I love playing the game and though I love content creation, it was like that in the middle of still trying to work, still trying think of other things I can do. And it was like I was just thinking of everything too fast. It was like how what's the fastest way I could do this? The fastest way I could do that. And it's like I had set a goal for 100 subs, got 100 subs. But after that, it was like I fell out of love.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna show the people some of your content, some
Right.
uh, some of the early stages content, y'all. Y'all hold tight.
He said something
Let
early
me pull this
stage.
up. Y'all can see this. You can see the screen. Hopefully, y'all can see the screen. Yeah, y'all can see it. All right. So let me go to this one.
On everything I love. I will not be buying no more shit off Temu. What the fuck is this? Hold up. Y'all really gotta see it. Bro. Yo, and I waited 2 weeks for this bitch. Look at it, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm thinking I got me a little jacket on the low. No, nigga, this shit gotta go. What the fuck? Look. Yo. Oh, yo, that's it. I'm done. On everything I love. I
Oh
will not
my!
be
Wait.
buying no.
Let me pause this. Let me pause this. Let me come back to. Let me go back to the one of your other videos. Hold on. All right.
Listen, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't. It's cold as a motherfucker in this bitch. I don't know what the fuck is grabbing the fries, but it's not me. It's not me, nigga. Listen, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't. It's cold as a motherfucker in this bitch. I don't know who the fuck is grabbing the fries, but
All
it's
right. Hold
not
on.
me.
Hold on. Let me. All right. So these videos can be found on Ydhceemo, his YouTube page, also on his TikTok page. I'm not sure if he got it on
I was just
IG.
checking to see. Listen, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all.
Let me pause this. Hold on. Let me go to your other video. All right. No, I'll get to that video in 1 second. So let me stop the screen for a second. All right. So your humor, you was doing videos. The views is getting up. You know, a couple of the videos is semi going viral per se. You started gaming. You know, your gaming content was going out you know, out of this world, so on and so forth. Right when you was about to hit the, you know, monetize peak and so on and so forth, you switched. You something clicked on you again, and it was like, Dad, I'm going this I choose this. Walk us through that right there. Walk us through that transition.
So you said there's a switch. Okay. So what you mean like a switch on too? Like what you mean?
All right. So
Like
what made you not so much focus on your content, but more so go the electrical route? Because first of all, you want to take the exam. You know, that's I need
oh
you to
yeah.
explain to them how you prepared for that exam, so on and so forth. Because this, like I said, there's some other younger individuals who are in school right now and looking for a career path, and this is an opportunity for them to learn some things. And
So okay. So okay, I'm gonna have to bring you back a little bit because basically, it was like the electric work and stuff like that. That was always in the plan. Like that was always a thing. Like so, the content creation, it was going to be content creation and the electric work. The electric work was always going to be my main thing because I knew it's a skill that's always needed. It's something robots can't replace. You know what I'm saying? So it was going to be my safety net in a way. So like worst case scenario on the worst planet and everything, inflation high and it don't matter. I can still find work and my skills will be needed. Whether I start a business off of those skills, whether I decide to go out of town and make money off of it, I will still be needed as an electrician no matter what. So hands down, that income will forever be constant. Now it was like I want to build a grow my business within this. But then it's like what type of business? So it was more of that. But as far as like studying for the exam and everything like that, um all I did, I ain't gonna lie, YouTube the whole process. YouTube has been my very best friend. I did, I searched up.
okay,
I
I'm
searched
gonna
it up.
I'm gonna
And
stop
then,
you right there for a second, right?
hmm
Everybody that's in the chat, I want y'all to really get this. A lot of times when you're chasing to be monetized, right? You're chasing the algorithm. If you use YouTube or any social media platform for what it's for, they're search engines. So the same way how he said he YouTube the whole process, he was searching for something. Someone put videos out on how to pass the electrician exam. Now the algorithm works for you versus you working for the algorithm, if that makes sense. Make your content or whatever you're doing as far as on your social media platform so that people are searching for whatever it is you're particularly doing. And then the algorithm sends you to the people that's looking for you. Now you got organic growth and so on and so forth. And you know, you have them viral moments. But yeah, let me get back to you real quick.
yeah.
So let me play another one of your early on. You know, once you pass the exam and you know you was all excited, man. You know, definitely kudos to you for that one. Uh, let me let me make sure I play this video real quick.
So look, I haven't been an electrician for long. Don't get me wrong, but nigga, tell me when I'm talking to my journeyman and shit. He like, yeah, cause you not really an electrician till you get shot. Till you get shot, Nigga, I be damn. On everything I love. This nigga said, yeah, I got shocked 5 times. You're not an electrician, you're a dumbass. Getting electrocuted 5 times. Yo, how the fuck? What the fuck was you doing? Yo. Give me your license. So look.
All right, let me come back. Let me come back. All right. So again, all of these all of these videos can be found on his YouTube page. He do have gaming content, and if you're into Fortnite, if you're into Warzone, whatever games are on your
Yeah,
panel.
I think so it was definitely 2K, 2K, and it was just as you said. There it's just like a sprinkle, a little bit of everything. It's probably some Fortnite you can find on there. It got some. It was a story mode type game called the Wukong, and yeah,
Mhm.
it just got a little here and there.
Okay. All I can say is, if y'all in for a laugh and y'all wanna really just bug out while you playing the game whatsoever, or just need a laugh for the day, just tune into his channel, so on and so forth. Uh, the good thing is though, again, when you have a passion, right? Let me. Can you explain to the people the difference between your? What did you tell me earlier? The difference between the two, uh,
The
between your passion and your because of
m-
your passion. What's it?
passion and and motivation.
Yes. What, what is
Oh,
the
that's
difference?
that's that's definitely a big thing. Cause okay, so look, um, cause this is more. You know how earlier you kind of touched on it a little bit whenever you was like, yeah, you could write a goal down, yeah, you could say you want to do it, but it's all about doing it. That's what I mean about like that's passion compared to like motivation is like, all right, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do me 10 push-ups today. And you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna do 10 push-ups. But I did 10 push-ups yesterday. I don't really feel like it because the motivation died. You know what I'm saying? But the passion, like it's like it's almost like something installed in you. Something that's like I'm not the same without it. If you have that towards something, follow it by all means. That's it's almost like being friends with your gut feeling. That's what that is. Like when I first started the business, or like when I first started like wrapping my mind around financial stability and making my money, make money, passive income, and uh uh being able to really like reading. Like I ain't really read, but it was like I wanted it. That was my passion. So it's like the motivation would be, all right, okay, what about this business? You know what I'm saying? That's more the motivation. That's more of a in the moment, in the time. But the passion will forever carry, forever carry. That's like
Okay.
that's like it's it's definitely a soul tie.
Again, let me make sure to the content creators. If you're a content creator, you know I can, anyone can help motivate you towards content creating. But if you don't have a passion for it, like you said, you're gonna have days where you get up and be like, you know what? I ain't filming nothing. I'm not. Oh well. They get it. They get the content when I feel like putting it out. You don't have, your passion for whatever it is, whatever your niche is, whatever it is that you're passionate about. That is what's gonna grow your channel. It's your passion. It's making sure that, like, I have a passion. My passion is to help others win. I am passionate about that. I want that beyond. I want to see everybody win. What is your passion? To ask yourself that. Find out. Dig down into your gut. It's another thing you told me earlier, Simo, that was very critical. Explain that planting process for me.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. So it's kind of wrapped around like the philosophy of um okay. It sounds simple, but it can become complicated because sometimes you could lie to yourself. So like for me to jump back a little bit, right? When you was talking about what's gonna call
Juggling.
it?
I was telling you about between juggling, content creating, working your
Oh
job, and then getting into
yeah,
electricity school.
yeah. So I kind of wanted to speak on the passion part. So it's almost like it's kind of crazy to say this, but it's like with that same thing, it's like, oh yeah, I am passionate about this, but it's really only because they said it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's easy to really get messed up about that word. But about the whole planning process and everything you was talking about. Yeah, it's like you can have many different ventures. You can have many different opportunities ahead of you. But for you to say, I'm gonna do every single one, and okay, let's say, okay, boom, I want to be an electrician, right? But then I'm like, I want to be a doctor as well. Well, if I can be an electrician and a doctor, I might as well go ahead and do content creation. Well, I want to do that. Or it's like, I'm gonna invest in stocks and real estate to grow my money. And it's like, yeah, you could, but the person who's putting everything, the person that's putting all his money into real estate is gonna beat you. Even though you're investing in both stocks and real estate, because he has okay, hold on. Cause it's kind of like a way I want to explain this. Okay, all right. Let's say we have two people, right? We got we got one guy named Bill, and we got the next named Philip. Two two regular guys. They both work the same job, same time, same everything. The only difference is Bill ha- Bill takes $500 and puts 250 into stocks and 250 into real estate. Philip takes $500 and put it straight into real estate. You know what I'm saying? So eventually that's $1,000 in real estate for Philip, but that's only 500 for Bill. You know what I'm saying? So it keeps growing like that and growing like that. Eventually, when you get to like, of course, buying property and stuff like that, that's gonna affect it because then it's like, okay, Philip has more money to play with than you do, so he's gonna be able to hop on that opportunity faster or be able to truly be able to gather it while your mind is split. You're worrying about the stock market and everything like that, and then and then you trying to hop over to the housing market, still trying to check. So it's like you're split while so it's like Philip is able to become more immersed into the material that he is studying, while you're kind of confused. It's almost like confusing yourself a little bit, you know. So it's like yeah, but that's
Okay,
really the whole concept.
cool. And like I said, I'm gonna open up the chat and for y'all to ask questions and so on and so forth. Um, per se, like I said, I'm sitting here super duper proud. I love to see when individuals follow their coach. And the reason why I keep using this, if y'all, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to sports, right? We're gonna use Michael Jordan, right? Think about it. Michael Jordan didn't win no chips prior to Phil Jackson getting there. See, when Phil Jackson got there, he brung a system. So when you link Michael Jordan's skills with that Hall of Fame coach, the results is what it is. One of the greatest of all time. When you remove the coach, it fizzles down. That's why when MJ went to Washington, even though he was up in age, he ain't had that system. He ain't got that Hall of Fame coaching. Utilize your coaches because the coaches is going to put you with the game plan. If you want to say the triangle offense, whatever it is. Phil Jackson proved the triangle offense works. He not only did it in Chicago, but then he took it to the Lakers and he put Kobe in the offense. He coached Kobe and Shaq to them chips. Now Shaq proved that he can win outside of the outside of the triangle, but it was much harder. It was way more difficult. Again, get with the coaches. That's why and those that's LeBron fans, I'm a huge LeBron fan. LeBron never had a Hall of Fame coach, y'all. Never. No matter what team he was on, no matter what he never had a Hall of Fame coach. So I kind of respect his journey more than I do those individuals that was with a Hall of Fame coach. But needless to say, let me go back to Chris. I by far, and I don't want to tear up. I'm not going to cry or anything like that. But I don't know if I ever really told you how much of me I see in you, and I'm going to tell you. It started from your first car, right? Your
Mm,
first car, by far, uh, we could have gifted you a vehicle. I had access to. I could have gifted you.
right.
You wanted to do it on your own, and your passion. I couldn't stop that. I couldn't force that, and no, you can't force passion into somebody.
And I'm actually kind of glad that you allowed me to do that because you allowed me to do that, it's like me me losing that car, I was able to get it back. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you would have gifted me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just wait for a new one. I'm gonna just wait for a new one. I'll just wait. You know what I'm saying? So instead of waiting, I'm able to take action because I know what I need to do. So yeah, I definitely do appreciate that.
Man, listen, see it. It's tough. It's tough love sometimes when you telling somebody like, "Yo, listen, hey, calm down, just calm down." You moving a little bit too fast. But they're in their passion. They're in that moment. They can't hear you, right? Until something happens, and then it's
Mm.
like, oh, ah, you know. Eventually, they figure it out. But I'm glad that you figured it out sooner than later, because boy, you had us worried for a period of time. But let me shit. We've been up here 27 minutes. I told myself I was gonna keep these lives kind of short, kind of stuff. I then want to open up the panel. Anybody that have any questions that y'all would like to find out as far as uh anything, any goal setting, any anything as far as content creation, as far as reaching your financial goals, because let's just say outside of if we remove the social media aspect of it, if you don't mind, your credit score is decent, correct?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Um.
I'm sitting on a
Again,
730.
again, like you can help your children get out the gate to great credit scores if you let them piggyback on your credit. Everybody does it. All of the wealthy people add their children on as authorized users on their credit cards. Do it. You ain't got to get on a card, but add them on. They gain your credit history by doing that. Queen, salute, fam. Hustle, man, salute. I see y'all. Man, listen, it is important, especially with the way the economy is going now. We really we really need to make sure that our generation and the generations under us have credit stability in order to fight this inflation and stuff that's moving forward. If you really want to know how to save the world or how to change the schematics of the world so that we don't go into a Great Depression, think about it. Instead of a president coming and saying, "I'm going to create more jobs," let that president say, "Listen, I'm going to give y'all a revamp. I'm going to start y'all all off with an 800 credit score. Look how that changes the dynamic. Look how that changes the the the, the geographical fortitude of things. Think about it. If you had an 800 credit score right now, you probably would live differently. You know, your house, your vehicle, all that is on credit. Credit is important if you want to live your best life, because you need good credit in order to build stability, in order to build your nest egg. You definitely need decent credit. And we're gonna work on that. We're gonna do a lot of soul searching, and I'm gonna put you again in front of my coaches to help you along with the process. I'm gonna advise you certain books, like Chris, top your top three books that you read that helped you on your financial path. What are they?
Okay, the first one we gotta go Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's what started it for me. We gotta go Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich
It's
Dad Poor Dad. Robert
Rich.
Kiyosaki.
Yep. Psychology of Money is another one. That's a real good one. It kind of teaches about like the image that the rich portray.
Hmm.
Um, and then for my third one, you know what? I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Habits. It's a book on habits. Matter of fact, I got it on me. I hold up, hold up. 'Cause it's a the power of habits. There we go. So look, the power of habits by Charles Duhigg. Yeah, it's a real good one. It kind of teaches about like how you're talking about the coaches in their systems and how you could take the skills and build a use them to their best abilities. That's what that book teaches, but it teaches it within yourself. So it's like to be able to say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and this is why I'm doing this each and every day. So it teaches you how to stop bad habits and create new ones for the goals that you do have. So that's definitely gonna be my top three for a fact.
I'm gonna add one more book for them, right? Because in
Mm,
order to really understand habits and to really get the most bang for your bucks out of Rich Dad Poor Dad, get yourselves a copy of Cash Flow Quadrant by
mm,
Robert Kiyosaki. I'm gonna tell you why, because understanding the difference between an employee, self-employed, a business owner, and an investor is critical. It is critical for your mindset. In order for you to revamp the things that we was taught growing up. Like we was taught, go to school, get a good education, come out, get a good job, but they didn't tell us the end of the story. The end of the story was, live paycheck to paycheck and die broke. No one ever works a job and becomes rich. They don't tell us the ending part. You know. So again, go to school, get a good education, but come out and own a business. You know, by being a business owner, now you have your time and you're able to invest, and now you can live off your interest from your investments and so on and so forth. Uh, Other countries, that's what they teach their children. We really need to start teaching our children the same philosophy. Go to school, get a good education, own a business. Whatever it is that your business is, that you have passion in, your business. If you solely, truly are passionate about being a content creator, then by far get yourself to the point where content creation is paying for everything. Everything. Uh, Now, you know, again, I need you to let people know. I think we dropped your links in the chat, but let people know where they can
mm.
find your your channels, so on and so forth. And what
Right.
in the next 5-year goal, like within the
Mm.
next 5 years, what is?
Oh,
what is
that's
CMO's goal? Yeah,
oh man.
I know you're waiting for this question, so
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna let
yeah.
you
That's the
have the floor, buddy.
that is
What's your
definitely the
5 year
one.
goal?
So in 5 years, I'll be done with the apprenticeship program, and I'm gonna turn out. So with that, I'm gonna stay home, living off them journeyman checks, for at least, f- I think that's gonna be like 3 to 6 months after, right? After I turn out and everything like that. And then I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go out and travel. One of the spots I'm looking at is in California. California. I heard one of my buddies there that he's getting paid $4,000 a week. I feel like long as I can live below my means, really move my money how I want to move my money, I can take that money out traveling and be able to dump that back into properties and everything like that and get real estate going and really like to really immerse myself within my investment. So it's definitely gonna be a big time for me in 5 years. It's all that and really I'll be able to see like new places. I definitely want to travel to be able to learn more of myself, learn like what else I want to do. What type of impact do I want to create on top of what I've already done? So it's like it's almost like a start of a journey for me in 5 years.
I'm glad you said traveling because uh, uh, one thing we do we travel. We go on cruises and so on and so forth
Mm,
as a family, and that is important for you to stretch your children's vision. Do please put yourself in position to stretch their vision. Like when I was doing insurance and so on and so forth, and I was really hitting at it. Uh, the company was sending us on free trips. I was winning trips based on my insurance sales and based on the amount of recruits that I had and so on and so forth. I was tearing up the charts,
mm,
but I had 40 licensed agents under me. I helped those people study. I helped them pass the exam. We did it as a team. It was a system. We ran the numbers up in Maryland for years off of that system. I was over 100,000 income, and I had like 4 or 5 individuals on my team that made over 50,000 a year off insurance. Per se, we was killing it. Um, Again, sometimes things can happen, right, and it might deter your motivation, but it's never gonna kill your passion. If anything, it's gonna increase your passion. When you take a ding, when you take a hit, when you fall down and you scrape your knees, your passion is what's gonna get you up. Put that band-aid on and keep moving. Your passion is what's gonna get you to the next point. It's gonna get you to the goal line. So again, let's focus on our passion. We got an awesome movement right now. This All You Locked In movement, uh, you know, for those that are taking it serious, uh, one of the things I'm gonna tell you, we plan on doing a team video where everybody just films a little clip of them with their jersey on, so on and so forth, and we collab it all into one huge video and put it out. Uh, Again, we have the players in place to win the championship. We got the coaches in place to win the championship. All we got to do is stay focused. Please, if you need assistance, reach out. That's what myself, Hustle Man, Queen Noreen, Elevate. That's what we're here for. We're here to help anybody that wants some help. Uh, in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You know, um, yeah. But Chris, I know I
mm.
held you up. I know you're a real busy man.
Nah,
Is
nah,
there
nah.
if you can talk to a younger you or a younger version of you, somebody about to graduate into high school,
Mm.
not really sure what direction they want to take. What is some advice that you would give to that individual?
Okay. Um, if well, if, if I was talking to younger me, I would definitely tell them we're doing it. But if I was speaking to somebody else and like trying to give them courage to be able to pursue their goals and dreams, or even if they don't even know what they want to do, uh, honestly, I would say look for a trade. Because for you to not know what you're gonna do and then go to college, right? Then it's like, you're in student loans, and it's like, oh, this and that. And mind you, you really don't even know what you want to do. So have you go through the 4 years and do all that. Now you got that debt on your back, and you still trying to find out what you want to do. It's like, why even hurt yourself like that when you could still, when no matter of fact, when you could make the money, be able to get a skill, take that, and then it's like even if you decide to leave it, them skills will forever carry alongside with you. So it's like you will never truly like lose. You know what I'm saying? You won't have nothing weighing you down by the world or like now I'm forced to do that. Nah, you would never even feel that. So I definitely tell them whatever you're thinking of doing it, try it, do it, because once you do it, the person you become from actually like making that action, because it's one thing. It's just like how we were saying earlier. It's one thing to be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you telling the world everything, but to actually take action and do it is gonna make you a different man. It's gonna make you a different person. Matter of fact, by you doing it, you might find something you want to do, and mind you, that's you don't even know if you want to do that for real. By actually taking that action and really like upgrading yourself, you going you going to definitely be able to live the life that you want to live.
Okay, hold on. I got one more of your videos that I'm gonna show before we get off get up off here. Let me see if I can find it. All right, hold on. Hold on. Nah, no, no. I'm trying to go to your page. Uh,
Let me see
no.
what you're looking for.
Trying to find your Oh, duh. That's why I ain't on your page. Duh. All right. Let me click on your page. All right. Now, is it under your shorts? It might be under
Probably,
your shorts.
probably.
Let me see. There you go, right there. Okay. Because we telling all these people, some things. This right here.
Yo, dummy, you cannot make this shit up. I got up bright and fucking early thinking I'm ready to work as Mr. Electrician and shit. Nah, I'm where the fuck am I at? Yo, they give me a fucking roadmap with hella fucking lines and shit and arrows. I don't even know what fucking direction I'm going to. I call the foreman, no answer. I go to the front office, no answer. Like nigga, what the fuck? Like where's y'all at? And then look, finally the nigga answer. He like, oh, we're gonna send somebody to come get you. Nigga, look where the fuck I'm at. Nigga, I'm not going to cap. What the fuck is going on, bro? Is this how we be treating electricians? Like, yo, is this how electricians get treated again? Yo, they should have told me this shit. Yo, they should have told me this shit. Yo, I had a feeling, yo. I made it sure. I made like, yo, bro. I made it known. I was like, bro, I'm gonna get up early as fuck because I know they're gonna have me do some bullshit. Yo, dummy.
Yo, that was
Man,
the
listen.
whole thing. Cause matter of fact,
Like
that
I
that
said,
first little oh my bad, but like that
no,
first
you
little
good.
like first 4 weeks. No matter of fact, month and a couple weeks, I had no car. So I
Um,
was getting dropped off, and sometimes, like, matter of fact, they had this little break room and it was freezing. Like, I did not want to show up for work, but I showed up every single day. I made sure. Matter of fact, I convinced myself to go until I got a car. Then once I got the car, it got a little easier, and things like that. But it's like that. Oh my God, man.
now, if you could just tell the people, there's water under the bridge and all this other stuff. But for a young person, right? For a young person to hear that that travesty and then the comeback, uh, the, if you could walk them through your first car, from
Hmm.
the day you got it,
Oh yeah,
walk them through that process,
yo.
and then
So look.
we're gonna go through this journey.
All right, okay. This is gonna be a good one. So look, boom. Mind you, this car has been on my mind since for like a year and some change. I say from junior year, right? I was like, what can first of all, before I even thought of a car, I said, what can separate me? Because mind you, my friend, they got Balenciagas on, and they got this and that on, and they got all types of clothes, and it's like, I know I could get that, but it's like I want more. You know what I'm saying? What can truly separate me from everybody else getting a car? So I was like, okay, let me find a job. McDonald's first I started at McDonald's. I was like, all right, cool. Then I'm like, they're not giving me enough. Foot Locker, McDonald's and Foot Locker. So now I'm working both of them. So I'm doing both of them while in school. And that whole thing was just like, I just gotta make it to the next day. All I did was worry about the day. Uh Boom. As long as I can get through today. As long as I can get through today. As long as I can get through today. And that's how I carried it. But like I saved up 6 months for that car. 6 months. Mind you, I'm getting like maybe $1,000 a month. No, I'll say like it had to been like 1,800 a month, right? 1,800 a month. But I'm putting majority of it. Like I'm getting $500 checks. No, let's say 560, and I'll keep $60, but I'll put 500 into saving. I get a 630 check. Oh, I only get $30 this time, and 600 goes into the bank, and I was just stacking up for 6 months. 6 months. Boom. We go looking for cars. We go on Facebook Marketplace. We found one. My mom came with me, and she was just dropping the bills on the table, and I'm watching it because like I've been seeing the number, but now I'm watching it actually. I'm watching all my action and everything I put into it, my passion, my drive. I'm seeing everything that's like is like really like coming together. And then I get in the car and I drive it off the lot, and I'm feeling good because I got no car payment. I just got to worry about insurance, gas. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I could have got the car earlier, I wanted one that was going to set me up for my future. I wanted one that could actually carry me to my future, something that wasn't a hindrance to me. So, got the car for 6 months. The first week, I went crazy. First week, I couldn't wait to show my friends. I drove to the school, man, and I dangled my keys in front of all my classmates because for them 6 months, all I did was talk. I can't wait to get my car. I can't wait to get my car. Every conversation I had, I made sure I talked about my car. I made sure I talked about the car I was gonna get. S- just verifying to myself that I was gonna actually do it. You know what I'm saying? So to finally have it and to see my friends, like I see all their faces and it's like, yo, you actually did it. It's like it was a different feeling entirely. I did everything. Like I was like, all right, yo, y'all wanna go to the store? We went to the store. Then didn't get nothing. Like it was just like having fun. And then the second week, boom, I was coming home from school or anything like that, and I was just so tired. I was just very tired because it was like working the two jobs in type of school, and then still trying to build my financial intelligence and everything like that, reading books, and it's like I didn't set aside time for sleep. I didn't set aside time for my body. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I had crashed it total. Mind you, it took me 6 months to get, but I totaled it in 2 weeks. So it killed me. It killed me. But that passion that was in me knew I could get it again. It knew it me the fact that I was able to see the bills on that table proved to myself that I will always be able to do that. So even though I was like, dang, like yo, like it's gone. It was like it didn't really hurt that bad because I know what to do to get it again. I did nothing but work. I did, I did nothing but work. I did work. Listen. I did the two jobs, and then I was promoting my business to everyone I want. Like I was in the stores. I was
Wait,
talking
hold
to
on.
the
So,
cashiers.
what was your business? Because they don't know. I know, but
Oh,
what
I'm
was your
sorry. I'm
business?
sorry. Custom
What was your
creations.
business?
Custom creations.
Cus-
Basically, I create the value. I take I take anything and make it personalized to you. This way I'm always needed. No matter what. Let's say you want something on your shirt, I'll make it happen. You want something on the water bottle, I'll make it happen. Even if I didn't know how to do it, I was gonna find by that night and make sure I can get it to you tomorrow. That's how I was telling myself. I will get it to you tomorrow. And little did you know, little by little, the money just kept stacking. Money just kept stacking. And months have passed by, weeks have passed by, everything like that. And then I was able to buy my car again. And this one was different because this one was like, all right, we know what not to do. we, we know what not to do, you know what I'm saying? But it takes until you
oh
fail,
man,
you know what I'm saying? It takes until you make a mistake to be able to accept the mistake and then move past it. So that's really a whole thing right there. You got to be mentally strong because if you're not, all right, I'm not gonna lie. That's the most important thing. You gotta mentally prepare yourself. You gotta know that there's gonna be bumps in the road. Know something is gonna happen. And after I got my car, first of all, had I been smarter and treated my body and everything like that, of course, I would have still had the car. You know what I'm saying? But something like the tire could have fly off or something other that was like minor, I would have had no way to pay for it because I didn't have an emergency fund. I didn't set myself up for that protection, but now I do.
Hmm.
So if anything was to happen to my car at this point, I'll be able to go to the lot tomorrow and buy another one immediately, coming out the next day.
now,
So yeah,
uh, prior to the vehicle, prior to your investment ventures, right?
right.
uh, let's just say I'm gonna say prior to your prom, right?
Mm.
Boy, you was expensive. $800 shoes, 60 $70 belts,
Okay,
blah, 100 something dollar watches, blah blah blah, right?
but look
I
though.
kept telling you, Chris, 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 listen, what what again, what clicked for you to
Mm.
say, you know what? Matter of fact, how much are you spending on clothes now?
Honestly, even then, like during prom and everything like that, I wasn't buying clothes, but I was convincing y'all to get me clothes. I, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I tried to see like on top of what I was getting paid, I made sure to tuck my money. You know what I'm saying? But see how I could use those that were around me. So I'm not. Then I wasn't spending nothing on clothes. Now it's like um. if I do buy me clothes, it's nothing that's like big or nothing like that. It's probably something that I could create, like something like I'll put an image on a shirt or something like that. I'm buying blinks. I'm buying the cheapest of the cheap because me putting money into like the clothes and stuff like that. That's not really where my passion lies. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to have, but it's not gonna get me to where I want to get. So it's really like in a bag.
So you still, but you still like your business is still open. Like
Oh
you
yeah.
still, if somebody say, hey, listen, Chris, I like a bit, I like uh customized beer. Like you can send
Hmm.
those out. All right, cool. Because in the audience, you got some people that like customized stuff, and they like, you know, the shirts. Like you all
Right.
know shirts that I make. Da, da, da. Uh, again, y'all, I did this so that y'all can not only get a part of me. But now y'all seeing like I really put my money where my mouth is, man. Like my kid, that it's the second child that you done heard basically the same format. They are now it is no more, really working for someone. It's really working to get yourself your own business. Get that mindset. Y'all, the ones who are really serious about growing their channel and growing their niche and so on and so forth. Again, this is a business. Oh, I see the time clock. Oh yeah, we almost an hour. All right. Without further ado, you had plenty of people in the chat and just shout them out. Nisha, salute. Uh, Ladies, Top Warrior, RP, salute. DMW Shot, salute. Black You Now, salute, fam. Matter of fact, Black You Now is the one who made the beat for the intro. He also sent Monty some beats.
Mm.
Before I let you go, if you could just tell everybody what YDH means, what it means to you, and how many people are in your organization per se, that'd be, and I could
Right.
close out off of that one.
Okay. YDH, young dedicated hustler. Really, to me it means because like hustler, the word itself could be like interpreted differently, but I wanted to like shine a good light on the hustler, like to build a hustle the right way. That's what I'm all about. That's when I see YDH, I see hustling the right way to build a get your money, to make money, to show others, to really build a team that could, what I'm saying, really make a difference, and to be able to provide value within the world that we live in. Because I feel like there's not a lot of it's not there. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to be there for somebody, or to help one another out, that's why the issue totally. But like I said before, I have 30 brand ambassadors who will like actively promote my products and everything like that, and even like different brands I'm hooked up with and stuff like that. So it's 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 definitely something you want to look into. But you know, I feel like if anybody was looking at starting a business, or getting into
Boy, your internet done took a toll, buddy. Oh, let me make sure. Let me make sure. I don't know what happened. You got this phone. Your phone died, buddy. Anyway, the reason why I had him say that is because I want y'all all to know that you can make money prior to being monetized. Them 30 brand ambassadors that he got, he's not monetized on none of his channels. But he got 30 people pushing his brand. A team. It's a team effort. I'm teaching y'all teamwork really does make the dream work. Build yourself, your team, your brand ambassadors, and so on and so forth. Let me move this one. Let me bring you back to the stage, young man.
Yeah, my bad. So I had some technical issues. That's all it was.
You got that. You had that T-Move service. You didn't pay your
I got
internet
some
bill. That's what it
technical
was.
issues. That's all it was.
It's all good, but yeah, you can what I was just basically letting them know that how did you get the brand ambassadors? Because that's what some people have products right now, but they're
Okay.
waiting to get monetized to sell their stuff.
Oh no. Wait, no. Okay, so look, the brand ambassadors, they're specifically like, I was using them to like. Oh wait, hold on, cause wait, what you said? You said some
Making
people
money
waiting.
prior to they waiting to get monetized to sell their product.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So look, I had a problem, right? Within my business, I was good at talking to people, but I wasn't getting around to enough people. So what I was doing is I was getting my friends in it. But how can I convince my friends in it? So when I was talking to my sister one time in the car, I was talking to her about different ways people get paid. And she had said commission. So what I do is I hey, this and that. this is my business and this and that. If you promote for me, all you gotta do is every time I post, I need you to post and everything like that, and repost, show your friends, and everything like that. And anybody that you bring to me that says this and that sent me, so let's say I have this friend Jaden, right? Jaden, he's one of my brand ambassadors, one of my greatest friends. He would be like, hey, he will go out there, promote for me, and somebody will come back and say, hey, Jaden sent me. I was looking at getting this. So whatever that customer was to purchase, Jaden will get 40% of. So, and that's how it worked for all my brand ambassadors and the brand deals. So it's like, boom, by myself, I'll profit off of everything, right? With them, even though I'm only getting 60%, the people that they're reaching out to is people I would never be able to get to. You know what I'm saying? Some people I can't talk to that they're able to. So it's like I will take that. I'll take that hit and profit just to be able to reach out. Because guess what? If I help their friend, they're gonna tell their friend. And once they tell their friend, they might get their cousin. And then once they tell their cousin, so eventually that one person turns into 10 people. And that's all I'm looking for. I can't wait to help you. I can't wait. I can't wait. So really, I'll be able to recoup whatever I'm losing off of the profit. You know what I'm saying? So even though I am taking a 40% hit, their cousin's cousin is paying me that back and then some.
Okay. Cool. Now let me make sure I close this out real quick. All right, so I got a small challenge, right? For the team, the whole Are You Locked In movement team, the whole squad, right? Y'all do know I have shirts. Okay. We have uniforms available. Now, here's what we could do, right? We're gonna run a small quick challenge. The next live that I do, if you bring 3 new people, you'll earn yourself a jersey. That means I don't care who it is. You get 3 people to come and watch the show with you. You get your jersey. You are official tissue. See, team, as a team in sports, you earn your jersey, right? Now, the ones that want to sit on the edge of the bench, you still get a ring with the team. It probably don't feel as good though. If you're actually a player, hey, if you want to be, a smaller player, let's just say you didn't get, if you shoot to get 3, but you only bring 1 person, we'll work something out for effort. But yeah, 3 is the magic number. If you bring 3 new people or 3 people to come and watch the show with you, all they got to do is type in the chat, I'm with Elevated, or I'm with Skin, or I'm with Black You Now, whatever. Those 3 people, that's gonna earn you a jersey. And I'll take care of the shipping and all that for your jersey. That's how I feel. Let's do that. I'm gonna rock this song off for y'all. I definitely appreciate all of y'all for coming out. Definitely, God bless y'all. Y'all make sure y'all be the best you could possibly be. Chris, we're gonna get you on a part 2, my brother, because like I said, so I want to get you, Monty, and Shy at the same time.
Okay.
We're gonna work that out.
Okay.
Per se. And Mina is another one. But yeah. So y'all lock in real quick. Let's play the theme song, and just know I'll see all of y'all at the top, man. Let me make sure that this theme song works, because I was having some technical difficulties early on. Let me see.
Fellas and ladies, no ifs, ands, or maybes. If you're locked in, you're gonna win. Ladies and fellas, I'm telling you, we're all gonna win. So stay locked in. Too new for you, or so it seems. Are you locked in with family fun? Are you locked in? So mad? Are you locked in? in? Corey's World, are you locked in? The Hustle Man 3.0, are you locked in? Mary's Life Journey, are you locked in? Yolanda Scott, are you locked in? KTTV1, are you Just Danielle, are you locked in? Luna Dream, are you locked in? Little Shed of Mine, are you locked in? Candy K All Day, are you locked in? The Ladies of iTalk, are y'all locked in? Chiplo South, are you locked in? K Renee's Secret Garden, are you Stephanie 57 Jerk, you can hear my voice, get locked in. Fellas and ladies, no ifs, ands, or maybes. If you're locked in, you're gonna win. Ladies and fellas, I'm telling you, we're all gonna win. So stay locked in. You should come on.